Baseball, America's pastime, the game of inches. Whatever you want to call it, they're all referring to the same sport. Baseball is a very unique culture surrounding it. In order to know more about this culture, we must look at what baseball is and how it affects people, how baseball influences the people around the world, and finally we'll conclude with my personal narrative about baseball and my experience with it. First, we must discuss what makes baseball baseball. Founded in 1839 by Abner Doubleday in New York, baseball is a pretty simple game. You got 4 bases, 9 players on defense, 9 batters in the lineup, 1 batter in the box at all times, pitcher versus catcher. Whoever scores more runs wins. You play 9 innings, 27 outs per side, 54 outs total. Game over. But that's the simple part. It gets more complicated the further into the culture you get with the quote, unwritten rules of baseball. These rules basically describe how to play the game with respect and how to not show up your opponent. They're more old school and they're kind of going away as more new players are coming in and the younger generation's taking over. Now we understand what baseball is, we can talk about baseball around the world. People all around the world play baseball. In all major continents, people are playing baseball. And each area has its own unique culture. Look at the Dominican Republic, for example. They play very flashy, very showboaty almost a little cocky, arrogant. But they have fun while they're doing it, and they're good. But they're breaking a lot of the unwritten rules while they're playing their style of baseball. Then take Japan, for example. They're playing a lot more conservatively, respecting the rules of the game, trying to respect their opponent, respecting everybody. It's about respect, which is what the unwritten rules are more about, respecting each other. And they're a lot of the older fans and people who are for the unwritten rules are applauding Japan for this, and they're very happy with how Japan's playing. And in America, it's kind of a mixed bag. You got the old school fans who are for the unwritten rules, and a lot of the younger generation coming through who are trying to get rid of them because they're like, no, we want to have fun while we're playing, we want to be flashy, showboat, like these Dominican players who are really good at the game, and they're having fun while doing it, making it look cool while they're doing it. But besides all these differences, one thing remains constant, that's a love of the game. Even the people who love the unwritten rules and those who hate the unwritten rules, they all agree, they love baseball. And that's what it's all about. That's what the culture revolves around, is a love of the game. Now that I have an understanding about baseball around the world, I will tell you my personal narrative about baseball. I began playing baseball when I was around 4 or 5, and my last year was my freshman year at Saddleback, which was last year. I have a lot of memories playing baseball. Mostly good, but majority good, a handful bad. But I remember my first home run in Little League and how excited I was, running around the bases, the smile on my face. And I remember my first complete game in high school and how proud everybody was of me. But I mostly remember my teammates and the memories I made and the culture that was there, that was always there. There were some variances between teams, but it was pretty much the same culture through and through, regardless of what team I was on. And that just revolved around the love of the game. And that's the main culture of baseball, is loving the game and having fun with your teammates and a brotherhood almost. Today we spoke about the history of baseball, how it is played, and the culture it's created. Finally concluding with my narrative and my story of baseball. America's pastime is a great game, loved by many all around the world.